It's really good and really fluffy and really love it. Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine, which is what's on my face right now. There are a lot of steps to get through. This is probably going to be a super long video, but anyway, let's just get started. Okay, so I usually start with my eyes just so that if there's any fallout, it doesn't end up all over my foundation and I don't have to redo any of that. Recently, I've been using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, just a sample of that, so that's what I'm going to use today. And for my eyes, I'm going to use my Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. This is just kind of my go-to palette for any time for like anything and everything, because I think there's a wide variety of colors that you can really use. On my lid, I am going to go in with the shade Dirty Sweet. It's just a really nice like goldeny brown. And I really like the eye look that I do on kind of an everyday basis, just because you can kind of pair it with any sort of lip color that you really want, and it'll just go with it. And yes, I do have stains on my eyes because I did a look with my electric palette and it stained my eyes yesterday. But now I'm going to use my e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush, and I'm going to use the shade Whiskey, which is just a really nice matte brown, and I really like to use that in the crease and on the outer corner. And I usually like to do a matte crease in any sort of eye look that I do because I feel as though it adds like a lot more depth and you don't just want like one shimmery shade all over your eye, because I don't think that really adds anything, and it's all just kind of one tone as opposed to blending it really well. I hope I make sense. Maybe I do, maybe I don't know. Now on my brow bone, I'm going to use the shade 13, and I'm going to take the fluffy end of the brush that actually came with this palette. This is honestly one of my favorite brushes. I love the brushes that come in Urban Decay palettes, and I'm going to put that on my brow bone as well as kind of blend it into my crease because the matte shades are a little bit more difficult to blend. And I like taking it all the way down here on my brow bone as well, and just adding a very nice highlight there. And now I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. smudge brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Dirty Sweet again, and I'm going to use that on the inner part of my lower lash line. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. blending eye brush again, and I'm going to take a little bit more of Whiskey and just kind of apply that to the outer part of my lower lash line. Just ever so slightly, kind of darken it up and add some depth. And now I'm going to take the smaller end of the smoky brush that came with the palette, and I'm going to take the shade High and apply that to my inner corner. And now I'm going to use my Milani Easy Liner in black, and I'm going to use that just kind of on the waterline of my lower lash line. And on the upper lash line, I'm going to use my Kat Von D Ink Liner in Trooper, and I'm going to use that to do a little bit of a cat eye look. But I'm just going to start off with a very thin line on the upper lash line because I don't necessarily want to take anything away from like the rest of the look, but I do want to add like kind of a contrast a little bit, and I'd feel, and just like on me, I think eye makeup looks better when I do have like some sort of liner on my top lash line. And sometimes I mess up, but that's okay. And now I'm going to use my Ardell eyelash curler. I just got this from Sally Beauty Supply, and I think curling your lashes is always just kind of an essential part of doing your makeup. And for my mascara, I really love this Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I have a little mini of it. I really want to get a full size, as I have said in basically all of my videos ever. And I only really do mascara on my top lashes just because I don't like how my lower lashes look when I do mascara on them, because I feel as though they're so long already that would look really weird. But I would like to find something that could just kind of darken them as opposed to lengthening them. For my brows, I really love this Milani Brow Gel in the shade Natural Taupe. And I just kind of use the angled brush that comes with it. It's a double-ended brush with an angle and a spoolie. And I just kind of define my natural arch a little bit. As you can kind of tell, I naturally have pretty full-ish brows. So I just kind of need to define them a little bit. Okay, now on to my face. As a primer, I really love this e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. It's like $6, and it's not like all the other pore perfecting face primers in that it's like really thick and chunky. This one is really, really good because it's just kind of nice and smooth and light, and yeah. I do like to do a tiny bit of color correcting under my eyes. I use this e.l.f. color correcting concealer. No, Cover Everything concealer, but it is a color corrector. It's in the shade yellow. I know most people use like a peachy tone under their eyes, but I really like this. I feel as though this does an adequate job for what I'm trying to achieve, which is just, you know, a little bit more brightness and making me look less exhausted. And for my foundation, I really love this Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation. I have it in the shade Light 48. I usually just get away with using like one pump of it. And I use it on my Eco Tools Custom Coverage Buffing Brush. It's a little bit thick for a foundation, but I really love, because I love full coverage. I feel as though like I have neutral undertones, and it's usually very difficult to come by a foundation that's really truly neutral, and this is just the perfect shade for me. And I love Kat Von D's makeup in general, because I kind of feel like if you want anything to just like stay on your face for forever, just go with Kat Von D. Like, it's probably part of her being a tattoo artist, but her makeup just stays very, very well. Now, to keep going with the Kat Von D theme, I use her Shade Plus Light Contour Palette to just kind of contour my face on an everyday basis. I know contouring isn't quite an everyday thing for everybody, but I personally really, really love doing it. Since it's a summer, my skin is a little bit like darker than usual. I'm a bit more tan, so for the summer I like to go towards the middle contour shade Shadow Play. And I use this e.l.f. Studio Blush Brush, and I just kind of take it on the tip like this. Crap, I went in for the wrong one. Stupid me. But I just kind of take it on the tip right there, and I basically just only really use it to chisel out my jawline. And we are going to blend this quite a bit. We are not keeping it like this, but... And I also kind of like to put it on my, like right up here on my temples, because I do have a rather big forehead. But it's usually just the cheekbones that I really try to focus on, and this part I try to blend out a bit more. And to blend it, I use this Expert Buffer powder brush that I got from like Icing. It's really good and really fluffy and really love it. And I blend it out until it looks like almost nothing on my face, but that's okay. And I'll also take my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and I'll use the middle highlight shade Lyric to kind of just go right under my eyes and brighten that up. And then I will use the lightest shade, Levitation, I believe, maybe. Or maybe it's Lucid. I don't know if how it is on the back is like a mirror or what. I don't know. It's the lightest shade. As you can see, I've really hit pan on it. And I just kind of use that to highlight a little bit, and I will actually go in with a highlighter too. And I just kind of use that on my cheekbones. I don't really highlight any other parts of my face. And as an actual highlighter, I use this, well, it's the Makeup Revolution Baked Highlighter in Radiant Lights. This is also a really good, like, neutral, not quite peachy thing. And I use it just kind of like on a stippling brush on my cheekbones. And for my blush, I really like this Tarte Amazonian Clay 24-Hour Blush in Dazzled. I like this because it's just a very subtle pink shade, and I use it on just a big fluffy brush. Only 2 more steps left, guys. Now for my lipstick, like I said before, I like this eye look because it can kind of go with any sort of lipstick, but my favorite, my absolute go-to is this Urban Decay Revolution lipstick in F-Bomb. It is just a beautiful, perfect red. It's like my signature red shade, and I know that they're coming out with like an entire new line of lipsticks, but this is one of the shades that's going to continue to be in the line, just in a different formula. So when I run out of this, I'm going to be running out to get the new formula too. And I will say I am glad that they're kind of putting it in a new tube and giving it like a different shape bullet, because this is not very good for really trying to get in like with a lipstick. So. And now to finish off the entire look, I'm going to take this NYX HD Studio Photogenic Loose Powder on a Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just going to dust that all over my face and then we'll be done. I don't know if you can see all the powder coming up off of that. There you go. Alright y'all, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see you on my next video. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye! Hey y'all, it's me, Alex. Today I have a tutorial for you on this look.